Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I wanted to talk about a subject that I've been meaning to touch on for some time now, and it is the story of Aunt Viv and Will Smith. They recently had a reunion, and I wanted to talk about this because in the so-called Black community we have so many issues dealing with relationships and how they become irreconcilable, unrepairable, and just severed down to nothing. And this is one of those relationships that I thought would always stay in the ditch. I thought this relationship would always stay in the ditch. And when I heard that there was going to be a reunion, I did wonder, was Aunt Viv going to be a part of that? Because you know, she was the original Aunt Viv, right? And so much to my surprise and the surprise of many, there was a reunion, and it was a heartfelt reunion. Something that I love to see, because on the set, they were just co-stars together, co-starring. Of course, Will was the star and she was considered a co-star, but they worked together with the rest of the cast. But off the set, there was this deep animosity, hurt, and anger between the two. Many of us saw as Aunt Viv unleashed some very heartfelt words over the years. She just expressed how her life had been ruined and damaged, and how she was shunned, and how people treated her, and just a number of different things was brought to the forefront. Will said that he didn't even see one particular video that she had put out in 2016, I believe it was, where she just laid it all out on the line. But it was a very bitter and open feuding that was taking place. And for me, it was sad. It wasn't anything, it had nothing to do with entertainment. For some people, they can care less about the reality that these people face in their lives, because they see them as only celebrities, and they don't see that there are hurts and pains and disappointments and tragedies that people face. One of those tragedies was Aunt Viv's son. She lost her son in all of this. She experienced homelessness. She was in an abusive marriage. I mean, just all kinds of things. And while people are talking about her life on the screen and off the screen or whatever, they're not considering her life behind the scenes. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a statement that Aunt Viv made that just kind of, it resonated with so many. It resonated with me, and a lot of you will probably understand where she's coming from with this statement. When she was talking to Will, and she was explaining to him how her life was ruined, how her family turned on her, how they said that she ruined their family name, and all kinds of things was happening. She lost so much. When she was expressing how much she lost and how her life was devastated, she told Will, she said, the Black community, she said, Black people beat my ASS. She said, they beat my son's ASS. They felt like she should have gotten over things, that she just needed to let it all go, leave the past in the past, get over it type thing. And that led to her saying so many things. And she appeared to be, in the eyes of many, she appeared to be very bitter. And what's funny to me about that is people act as if you don't have a right to feel some type of way when you are being mistreated. Some of these same folk can't stand to hear when these other nations tell us to get over things, right? They can't stand to hear it. But because they are fans of Will Smith and Jada Smith, they feel the need to support them and stand in their corner, regardless to whether or not they were right or wrong. And because fans can make or break a person, their feelings and attachment to the Smith family was far greater than what they had for Aunt Viv, so they just believed whatever was said to them. She was painted out to be this horrible woman, the angry black woman, just all of that, right? But just to get back on the statement that the black community beat her ASS and her sons, we don't understand how the viciousness of our actions towards one another can lead to other things. She lost her son tragically. I remember her sharing all of this, and I felt deeply the pain that she was feeling, because I'm one of those who I feel other people's pain. You know, I don't just look at a story and just say, oh, that's too bad, or that's her situation, or that's his situation. I've always been one who felt the pain of others, you see. And all I can say is that's how the Most High made me, okay? I love people and I care about what they go through, especially something like that. And so when she made that statement, I said to myself, you know what? Too many of us have that same testimony of experience with the so-called black community. And so I asked myself, why? Why are we this way as a people? When I say why, I already know the answer. It was prophesied. The scripture talked about how we would have an evil eye one towards another. And when it says we, it's not referring to every last one of us. It's just saying that that's going to be a part of our makeup in the curses, in the lands of our captivity. Among each other, there was going to be this evil eye that one would have for the other. It even said that the husband would have an evil eye towards his wife, and the wife would have an evil eye towards her husband. All that being said, back and forth, brother and sister, cousins, aunts, uncles, dysfunction throughout the black community. And it's gotten to the point where nobody sees it as abnormal. All of these people who lashed out at Aunt Viv, you don't even know her personally. You don't know Will Smith personally. You don't know any of these people. But yet you were siding with Will Smith because he was the most famous and the most rich. And because everyone was taking aim at Aunt Viv, you decided to join that side because you thought that was the winning side. But that is the wicked side, to join in with those who want to punish someone. How many of us have had experiences with so-called black people where we were treated so badly, so horribly, and you have to sit back and watch while other people gather around the perpetrator and treat them like they are special, treat them like they've done nothing wrong, make them feel good in the skin they're in, when the Bible tells us to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. It's considered a work of darkness to mistreat your brother or your sister, or to mistreat anyone. That is a work of darkness. It's absolutely not a work of light. You see? And so when she could say that with such emotion, she said it with such feeling and emotion, I felt her pain. Even Will Smith felt it. He and she both cried, and they embraced as they forgave one another. You see? But the fact that we as a people are so cold, we've grown so cold and so hateful, to where you literally can almost depend on or look forward to seeing all types of backlash coming at you from your own community over the smallest things. They will take something small and make it big. They will make you regret ever knowing them. For some, they'll make you regret being even in existence. Some people just don't want to deal with other people anymore because of how they've been treated by so-called black folk. Now, that is a sad shame that this is our reality. And not enough of us see this as wrong. Not enough of us see it as sin. Not enough of us see it as a problem. It is a major problem. This is why we cannot come together. Even in such a time as this, when the need for coming together is so great. Even in a time such as this, where chaos is all around, perilous times are upon us, we can't just come together in love, because people cannot be trusted. Aunt Viv felt the venom of the so-called Black community, and she expressed that. And it brought Will Smith to tears, just to hear what he participated in putting her through. Now, I was happy to see that he was repentant, that he felt awful for what she had gone through. There's something else that I wanted to say. I wanted to maybe, when I get a chance, talk about it in another video. But his analysis of something I thought it was profound. So I don't really want to mix it with this video. If I get around to it, I'll speak on it. But I have to make some other references that have nothing to do with this video. So I kind of want to keep the two separate. But again, I just wanted to touch on Aunt Viv's pain and how we as a people, I hear it often where we say, you'll hear those who say, we are our worst enemy as a people. We always want to point out what other people are doing, but look at what we are doing to each other. Why is it that too many people have the same experience, the same testimony, where Black people will turn on you so fast and make you regret ever meeting or knowing them or encountering them? Why do so many people have that story to tell? To say that we've got a lot of work to do, that is an understatement. We've got a lot of repenting to do. The wickedness in the hearts of our people must be purged out and fast, because the Most High, let me tell you what he's doing. He is judging, because his judgment begins with the house of Yah. And I shared a post the other day. I actually posted these words where I said, if you are vexing someone and their tears reach unto heaven, then you better watch out, because the Most High is about to judge the situation. All right, family. I want to know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about Aunt Viv's statement about the Black community beating her and her son, and how they treated her during this whole thing with her and Will Smith? What are your thoughts? Okay, please share them in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, share and like this video. With that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.